Um, and but my dad's background was mechanical engineering, and I found that to be uh, I find it interesting, but not enough to pursue a career in. But in high school, I actually got into an animatronics team, and learning the electronics and programming made it so that I could make really cool things even as a young teenager, and I decided to go into that.
So what do you see as your future, right? What do you see yourself doing? Like you're going to become like a CEO of this multi-billion-dollar company? Are you like, what do you see for yourself?
I think success in this startup will open a lot of doors for me in being able to pursue projects that I find interesting. Um, or one project that I've been thinking about is ways to make social media less messy.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's a good one for you. So they always say if you're an entrepreneur, never quit, keep on driving, whatever. But is there a time when an entrepreneur should quit? When an entrepreneur should say, okay, maybe this isn't for me, or should this be all the never quit mentality?
I think for me, the where I would consider the end of the road for maybe Takamori Robot is uh, at the end of the Kickstarter campaign. If just looking at the results, if no one comes in and donates, then maybe I should hang up the towel and put all my effort into job applications. I've been kind of slacking on that for a while because working on this, but at a certain point I need to start building up savings.
So the Kickstarter, like, obviously I can't tell what to do, but like, let's suppose your Kickstarter isn't successful, right? To me, I don't think that's a judgment on the product itself, right? Like maybe you just reached out to the wrong people. Maybe marketing was bad. Maybe, the people you reached out to didn't have any money, right? I don't know. I think there's so many things that go wrong with Kickstarter, right? And you're competing against all the other Kickstarters, all the different stuff. Like I have no idea how big your presence is, social media. I know how many people you know, right? I mean, it's so many factors, right? So I don't know if I would like stop with that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's based off the results. So
Yeah.
if it looks like the marketing was somewhat promising, but we didn't reach the 30,000, then we proved that there's some market,
Yeah.
and we had some semi success in reaching it. If we put it out there and it's just crickets.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you thought about like reaching out to, like local school districts and stuff?
Yes. So I'm planning to reach out to my old woodshop teacher who actually I did the animatronics competition in high school in his club. So hopefully be able to open doors for me, and a lot of people I meet at networking events, they say, oh, I know this person, let me connect you to them.
So who do you think, or who do you want to actually buy this product?
I think in the long term, bigger contracts come from B2B. So working with companies like Black Muse or schools or after school programs, they have bigger contracts. For the case of the Kickstarter, because Kickstarters might fail, people might put money into something and not get something back. That risk can only be borne by individuals. So a school district is not going to donate to my Kickstarter because they might not get the kit. They might not get the kits that they pay for, but because that is the risk of a Kickstarter.
And so if somebody orders a kit on the Kickstarter, like suppose I order one today, when should I expect to actually get it?
Late December, early January.
Okay. And so how do you like do that? Like how do you tell someone, hey, John Bob, give me $60 a day, but you got to wait like 6 months, right? How do you like do those like, I won't say mind tricks, but mind tricks, right? Because most people are like, I gave you $60, I want my shit right now.
I mean, this is Kickstarter. First of all, this is Kickstarter, not Amazon.com, so it does not have two-day free shippings. But Kickstarter is all about telling the story and showing your progress as you go through. So with the understanding that these things take a while, we publish a timeline and show our progress as we go through. And I think people in general, especially early adopters, they're understanding about the roadblocks.
Do you think you have to like educate the public, so to speak, on what a Kickstarter is? 'Cause I think me and you both know what a Kickstarter is, but does the general public know what it is, right?
I think the general public know what it is, but recently especially GoFundMe, it's kind of become a hub for or basically a replacement for health insurance for
Yeah, I've been noticing.
people who are more
Yeah,
less unfortunate.
I've been noticing that too. Yeah, like you see it all the time now. I had a flat tire. I can't afford to get a tire. Here's a GoFundMe for buying me a tire or something like that. Maybe not that simplistic, but yeah. What's Are you gonna get a master's in engineering?
Am I going to get a master's in engineering? I'm thinking about it, but I don't think now is the time.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm on the trail of this, but I think eventually to expand my horizons, I might pursue one.
So what's a quote unquote a day in your life, right? Like you wake in the morning, eat breakfast, spend 3 hours building a robot. I'm sure that it changes every day, but it's like a typical day to day for you, like.
So most days we'll wake up, get ready, eat breakfast, work on Takamori robot for about a couple hours, and around 11 o'clock noon, I have to go ahead out and do Uber Eats so I can keep food on the table and pay for more parts. And Mondays and Tuesdays are my free days, so spend those working, doing nothing but working on this, or I guess getting errands done that I don't have time to during my regular work days, and meeting with my team and trying to push the needle forward as much as I can.
So your team, how do you convince this team to be with you, right? Because I'm guessing you're not paying them anything, right? How do you give them the vision, all that kind of startup speak, right?
So I guess for broke entrepreneurs in their 20s, the best way to find team members are find people who are recently out of college or still in college. So in terms of savings, they're in the same place as you are. They are more willing to. They have a greater ability to take risks. And everyone's in it for the learning opportunities. So expanding tech skills, expanding marketing skills, learning how to use graphic design skills in different formats than they ever had before. So with the understanding that if they succeed, that they'll eventually get paid for it. And one thing that helps is I'm there with my team, working every day. So putting as much or even and a lot of times more efforts. Because like a team leader also has to be, or in my mind, a team member.
Here's one for you. What's something that you wish more people knew about you?
I don't really have anything, or I mean, I like my ability to be different things to different people, and so don't really have a need to tell everyone or some people everything about me.
Okay, all right. So what's going to be the next robot design you do?
What is the next robot design I do?
Or have you thought that far yet?
I mean, there's a lot of things out there. A DIY drone, or maybe not a robot, but also in the same vein as Blackets. One thing I'm thinking about is a basically a kind of a smartphone, but without any connection to a marketplace that a student can use, or a student or anyone can use. But the only way they can have increased functionality is if they make the app themselves.
Shit, that's pretty smart.
So I mean, in this modern day, we're kind of losing old technological playgrounds where students get to play and actually interact with the technology. If you need something, you can go find it online and use it yourself, which so I think I want to kind of bring back these playgrounds where people that kind of force people to be a little bit more educated about tech, where the words "I know technology" means I can use Facebook. I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I could be wrong, but it sounds like engineers like yourself think differently, right? It sounds like engineers like yourself y'all think differently, right?
I think we do.
Why do you think that was it something you're taught in school, or is it just like you genetically think differently from the beginning? Why do you think this is?
I mean, I think it's both. Like a lot of engineers, we tend to be a bit obsessive, and we turn our work into a little bit of a hobby. So we like tinkering around with things, and then calling up a friend and say, "Hey, look what I did." Even if the thing we're building is useless to everyone, we still think it's cool. But a lot of it is actually beaten into us in classes. When I meet engineers out in the real world, and even if we didn't go to the same university, we still complain about the same classes and how about we have experiences where half our class was wiped out by a certain teacher or things like that. We do share a lot. I guess both intrinsically and in terms of experience.
So from your point of view, and you've been an engineer for a short time, but from your point of view, what characteristics does a good engineer need to have?
A good engineer. I think people know the usual ones about the obsession about machines or natural phenomena.